Good morning. It is 10:45 on January the 5th, on Sunday. We are kicking off a rare Sunday brunch stream. We went out to the robot party. I had no stream last night. We went to the robot holiday party and had a fantastic time, but stayed up a little bit late at the waterproof bar on the Dallas rooftop. It had a pool up there, and it was overlooking the Dallas skyline. It was absolutely gorgeous. Had a great time. Also, we had dinner at Cafe Momentum, which was a Cafe Momentum is a fantastic nonprofit organization that helps sets up paid internships for youths coming out of juvenile detention facilities in the city of Dallas. And they have like a less than 15% recidivism rate for people basically falling back into the system. So all of the staff and all of the crew at Cafe Momentum are paid interns, working through a rehabilitation program coming out of detention facilities, and it's fantastic. It was really good, and the food was excellent, and the help was really good. So it was really, really very interesting, a fun, different take on a holiday party. And then a bunch of us went over to the waterproof hotel and bar on the top of some hotel there in downtown Dallas. So we had a great time. It's on the Instagrams if you want to come by. Thank you, Arislyn, for the auto host. Much appreciated. So as a result, we slept in a little bit this morning and didn't quite make our usual Sunday routine, which is, of course, as you know, church, grocery shopping, and then football, because those are the three religions in Texas, and you must adhere to those in order. So we didn't make that. We'll do the church a little bit later. So I'm kicking off a Sunday brunch stream. I already had a delicious breakfast of waffles with granola and syrup, and I've got my first mimosa of the day to a little hair of the dog to get us going. Delicious. Bueno. So we're going to cook off with some more questing with our brand new Fada Mage, Aleksendra Belt, Light Mage of the Light. And we'll get going with her here momentarily. Let's jump over to the full in-game view. And it's End of the World. So I did do a little bit of, I'm going to turn this down just a hair. I turned the game volume up a little bit. I went back and watched some of my videos. By the way, all of my videos for this series so far, for leveling the Fire Mage, I've just put up on YouTube. So if you are, I'm going to type the link in chat right now, if my chat will allow me. It's youtube.com/c/DustyMonk. There we go. And that is my so in case you're interested, that is where you can go to see all of the previous videos. And I'm going to start uploading these streams, not just these, but for all of my future streams. I'm going to try uploading them, build playlists for the different games that I play, so you guys can come back. A lot of you aren't able to catch my streams because I stream so late. I stream from 10 p.m. to midnight, which is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. for East Coast time. Only people that can catch my stream are people on the West Coast at a reasonable hour. And of course, they're doing things at 8 o'clock in the evening. Things far more interesting than watching Dusty kick out a couple of games. So I will be putting my videos up on YouTube. Please be sure and go by and hang out and take a look. I'm not going to say smash the subscribe button or any of those dumb things. If you like it, do so. If you don't, that's fine too. I totally get it. I do hope you are enjoying the content that we have going here today. So yesterday, I did log on and do a little bit of work off stream, just so you guys can kind of catch up on where we are. First of all, I cleaned out my bags a little bit. I have 4 large sacks in the backpack. I need to get Nightfeather to make me some bags and send me some bigger bags. But for right now, I'm still doing all right. But I cleaned out my bags of all the important things. Oh, you know what happens today? I think today is Sunday, and I think the Dark Moon Fair has begun today. And you know what that means? That means we need to go get our 2-hour experience points buff for even more experience points. I also went and got a runed copper rod. Well, I made a runed copper rod, purchased the unruned copper rod so I could make the runed copper rod, and gotten kicked off my enchanting a little bit. The more I think about it, though, the more I come to realize that the way all the crafts work in this game, there's almost no reason to pick up a crafting profession while you're leveling a character. There's just none. Especially if you're wearing heirlooms. You're not going to craft anything that's usable, that's wearable by your character. Some enchants. I think that things that craft consumables are still pretty useful. So cooking, obviously, to some degree. Alchemy, certainly. And I think enchanting actually is pretty good, just from the standpoint of I can enchant my bracers with +2 health. Woo! So there are some small enchants, and I think you might be able to sell some of the enchants, even these low-level enchants, on the market for stupid money, because people pay stupid money for things. I noticed that if I wanted to, I could put all of my strange dust on gold for literally 6 gold a pop, like individual unit, 6 gold for strange dust. That's just dumb. I don't know if the magic, what the magic essence, I don't even know if it goes for. I'd have to redo my auctioneer scan to see what these other values are for. But yeah, so materials are stupid popular right now and can do really well. So I could do that as well. All right, so when we left off, we had just visited Rathiel the Green Warden. His name is Rathiel. I always want to call him Rinleaf, but that's not his name. His name is actually Rathiel. We may call him Rinleaf anyway, just because that's how we roll. And I turned the volume game, in watching the VODs, I turned the game volume up a scoot, so if it's too loud, let me know. Let me know. All right, so we need to go kill the fire elementals and put out marsh fires. That was our second half. We're right over here. I sound like death warmed over. That's because all last night I was screaming from the rooftop bar. And there you go. There's a fire elemental. Need 8 of them. Alright, so let's start off with our... Oh, that's 45%. I'm going to need 2 of those, clearly. So that was just about as bad of a rotation as you could get.
I need to target something first.
And then I let my... Do these guys count? They don't. They're just in the way. They're trash mobs for the trash mob. I need to put out fires though, so... There we go. There's another fire element. Let's try this again. Need to get a couple of fireballs on this guy. If we have any hope of getting him down. Nope. Even that wasn't enough. So these guys are a little beefier from a hit point standpoint than the other guy, than the people I've been fighting. So one fireball plus another one is not going to be enough. And they're too damn spread out apart to actually successfully get to one from the other. That's not what I want. Screaming at football? I wasn't actually... So, hey, Head of Steel, or Head of Steel, thanks for coming by. I'm sorry, I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see. You are Head of Steel. Thanks, Head of Steel, coming by. No, I wasn't screaming at football, but oh my god, what some games last night. So I haven't even... I just know that the Patriots lost, and I'm pretty darn excited about that. Don't tell Mindstrike that I'm excited about it, or Skopeak, because they'll be extremely unhappy, my Boston brethren. But, oh my gosh. But the Texans game... we had to leave for the holiday party just in the last quarter of it, and that's when they came back. And the next time I looked, they're freaking in overtime, and they ended up winning. Oh, hey, there's Skopeak. Oh no, I told you guys not to tell him. But yeah, so the Pats lost, and so I gotta know they did not deserve to win. That's usually the case. You're like, when they come out and they don't play the way they're supposed to play. I wish I could have seen the game. I honestly did not get a chance to see the game. So, I'm a little sad at that. Oh, these guys really screw up my rotation pretty badly, by the way. I wonder if this will... Oh, and the Smoldering Oozes are a pain in the ass. I don't even want to do them. Yeah, so, but when we were at the bar, I went by the bar, and there's like 45 people crammed around the bar. And those of them that weren't gyrating to the music, because there was quite a few of those as well. But those were mostly of the female half of the gender. But all of the guys, and some of the women as well, around the bar were screaming bloody murder at the TV, at the one small TV behind the bar. And this is at a posh, upscale Dallas rooftop restaurant and bar. And they're all screaming bloody murder, which just goes to show you, Pats fans are going to be vocal wherever they are. Because I remember being in Boston, in a little basement bar in Boston, and having the exact same experience with those guys there, screaming at the top of the lungs at the Pats, or how their team was playing. So I'm sorry that the Pats lost, but that doesn't mean they're out of the playoffs, right? It just means they lose a seed, like the first week bye. As I recall, it's out. Because I think that's how it was working. Because these were the wild card games to see if some of those other guys could get into the wild card. That put him out. That wasn't really what I wanted to do. Gosh, either just getting too powerful or too bad, but he's really screwing up my murder train rotation. Not too happy about it. And they're still too far apart to successfully get off my second. I can use blink. Alright, so yeah, we're there, finally. Got our blast. Oh, and then I didn't use the additional fireball. Oh, is it a loss and you're out for that point? So they're out in the first round? Wow, alright then. Well, that does suck. It is a giant surprise. Put that scorch up, get the first one of those up. Yep. And then we can get over here. Alright, well, he's not who I want, but I need to get him off so that I can get my murder train going. There we go. Now we get the second proc. One more. There we go. And then we get that, and we get a proc off that. Now we can come over here. Get that going. Get a fireball. Here we go. We got the murder train going now, guys. Get the scorch, because it didn't quite kill him, and that's okay. Because that's going to give us the first essence of first patch of heating up. Right in here. The second one in. Get a fireball off from him. One more, just for good measure. Get him with the... Oh, I dropped it. That's okay. See if we can get it going again. So yeah, the way Fire Mage works is so much fun right now. I don't know how good it is per se. I hear a lot that it's not. Oh, 31%, 31.5%. That's just going to be just outside of what I need. So if that second, essentially, if the first, see if I need to put any more fires out. No, I put all the fires out that I need to. And I need 2 more threat of flames. The way that my one talent, I'm not all that, I'm literally level 28, I think, right now. Mage cookies. Let's make a mage cookie. Time to eat some mage cookies. So the way is, so Fire Blast is an instant crit every time. And then Scorch has a crit chance ability if the target has less than 30% health. 2 crits in a row put you in Hot Streak mode, and Hot Streak allows your instants Flame Strike or Power Blast to be instant cast. And those have a potential to crit as well does Fireball. So the goal is but the 2 crits have to be in a row, and we have 2 routines, 2 casts that can have a potential to give us a crit. But what we try to do is we hit them with the Fireball to start off with, hit him with the second Fireball to bring him down, hit him with the Fire Blast, which hopefully drops him to below 30%, hit him with the Scorch, which gives us the second crit, put a Fireball on him, which might get us another crit, use the instant cast Power Blast on him, rinse and repeat. This is a really pretty good rotation. It's simple to use. Just requires you to remember a few things. It's not super. You don't have to tap the keys very quickly. It's not a onerous rotation, but it is tons of fun. And I've killed all the elementals. That's it. They're out. No more elementals. The land is safe. Here's an elemental. But if my second fireball, if my scorching blast doesn't put them down below 30%. And see, I have to be careful because, like in that case, my Scorching Blast vaporized them, which I didn't really want to happen. I wanted to leave just enough to get a scorch off. Now see, heating up is gone. I got to start all over. Well, maybe we can use 2 fireballs and a scorch, which is a lower class time anyway. And then, there we go. And then another scorch. Now he's gonna die. All right, so for these guys, it's 2 fireballs and a scorch to get them to that safe zone where my Fire Blast will drop them down to less than 20%. Oh, and I'm all done. All right, Power Elementals, but Rithian says, Rithian, not Renleaf, not Greenleaf, said I only needed 7 of you guys. 7 of those and 7 of those. So yeah, some great games yesterday. I'm sorry that I missed them. Typically, that's exactly what I would be doing on a Sunday evening, but we had the Robot Holiday Party, and both those wildcard games took place in the evening, so I didn't get a chance to see them. I can't believe the Texans brought it out, because from when I saw the Texans of the first 3 quarters, they did not deserve to win, Lord knows. Of course, our beloved Cowboys. Jerry Jones still hasn't made an official announcement, but ESPN reports from inside sources that the Cowboys organization has decided to move on without Jason Garrett, head coach. Let's all... give a little Jason Garrett clap for that. Yeah. Right. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. So, so we'll be getting a new coach, but of course they haven't made a new. They haven't made it official yet. They haven't told us exactly what he's going to do, because that's Jerry Jones. By the way, they had a recent poll here in Dallas as to asking people what they thought the real root of the problem was with the Dallas Cowboys, and over 75% of the people in the poll said that Jerry Jones, owner and self-proclaimed general manager, is the root of the problem, and we all agree. Look at these lovely leaves that we got. Josh Gordon is available. No doubt. Yeah, right? Yes. So, uh-oh. Old man time. Gotta throw on the shades so I can read this. Ilion Leafborn. The dwarves of Dun Moril fight day and night against the dark iron that have invaded their home. While we cannot yet send our sentinels to risk their lives for them, we do send much needed supplies so they may sustain the vigil. If you would, bring this package to Longrim the Grim, north of here. His men must certainly need its contents. We will indeed. From one obsessive owner to another. Ain't that the damn truth? Ain't that the truth? Well, and I mean, Jerry Jones is going to be owner and general manager. His problem is that Jerry Jones is that he shouldn't be our general manager. He should have appointed a general manager a long time ago. But he's going to maintain and hold that position until he dies. Yes. Oh, we got to give a proper Raphael, the Green Warden, not Greenleaf. Okay, yes, the flames die. Because I yelled from the rooftop so much at the party, I've got a real proper Christopher Walken kind of voice this morning. Yes, the flames die. There is peace, peace for the land. All right, is that it? That's it? Got nothing more for me, really? Nothing more, brother. Okay, take off our glasses. We get on our fire horse, our fire cat with our fire staff and our fire clothes because we're a fire mage and that's how we do things. And then let's head on up north. It looks like they're going to be taking us to the Arathi Highlands. We take the road. What the hell? Why not? There used to be a road that led north. Is there still a road? Oh yeah, it's over here. Just run right through that tree. It's fine. Lashers. Well, there used to be a big guy down in there, as I recall. He may be gone now. What is that? Marlowe. Oh, that's my big guy right there. We gotta go talk to Marlowe. Hey, hello. He's in range. Oh, we got a proc. Take that. And one more of those. Oh, yeah. And then oh, not dead yet? That's okay. Oh my gosh. And suddenly, I've got aggro from everywhere. And then I messed up my proc as well. Summon unstable mushroom. Watch out for the mushrooms. We're fine. And proc please. There we go. And then there's the other one. You're not going to get a chance to use that mushroom. Okay. Ooh, we got some nice things though from Marlowe. Nice little bit of green disenchantment. And we're gonna eat a mage cookie. Oh, I'm still in combat. No mage cookie yet because the frickin' mushroom. Now, there we go. Now we can eat a mage cookie. Heading out, stream, Silix, and sounds good. Thanks so much, Head of Steel. Much appreciated. You have a great Sunday. Enjoy the football this afternoon. I don't know. I'll be turning on some stuff, well, as much as you can. I understand when your team is out of the playoffs. Trust me, this is a feeling Dallas Cowboy fans are well aware of. So have a great one. Take care. Thanks for coming by our Sunday brunch stream. So you guys have fun, and we will talk to you soon. Remember, I do stream nightly, 10 p.m. to midnight. So if anytime you're up late and you're bored, stop on by. We'll be leveling our fire mage for the next couple of weeks, probably. So. All right. Now we can head north. Had my mage cookie. Got my health back. Jump on the road on up out of here. Yeah, the wetlands aren't the same as they were back in vanilla days. A lot of these mobs are different. We still got plenty of gnomes, of course. Gnolls, not gnomes. Well, we could kill the gnomes too. We wouldn't mind. It is totally a conflict of interest to be both, by the way. It always has been, but, or at least, I think, encourages making decisions, poor decision making. Man, I've got so much other quick blade crap in mail. These shoulders, though, I wonder what they look like. So, remind me, stream, to go pick up the add-on that allows me to see if I have got appearance items across characters. I know Mr. Anderson has this thing. Oh, these are lovely. I think I know I have this appearance stuff, definitely. But that's got a real fire mage look to it, doesn't it? Those towels and robes, a little more black on it. We're going to transmog into these things as soon as we get back. That belt's got to go. That's lovely. And then what do these look like? These are pedantic and plain and look terrible. Yeah, even if I don't have those appearances, it's probably okay. They look like they've got checker stripes or like racing stripes on them. Checker flag. Ridiculous. Okay, yeah, those are terrible. But those roads are nice. All right, Longbeard the Grim. Got to read more crest text from the dwarves. That means using our terrible Sean Connery accent. But there's one thing time has taught me. It's no Simon is a dull one. Protecting the Thandor span should have been an easy task. With the brunt of the army fighting alongside the Alliance, you were overwhelmed here in Dunmore, Spalling. Brilliance care package. Oh, what have you got for me, lass? Supplies from Fairland? Bless his heart. We're good on food, but we're running out of bullets. You don't want to waste your time talking to me right now, lass. Dargus Anglemar himself is just on the other side of the wagons. Surely you've heard of him. He fought to defend the Thandor spine from the Dark Iron alongside the King of Stormwind. He's one of the finest heroes of Ironforge. Right now, he's in the thick of it. Go out there and let him know you're ready to help. Just keep a good distance. He swings wide.
Watch, get her back.
At your back. Argus, right up here. These Twilight Riflemen, as I recall, even from the old days, and they still are giant pain in the ass because they don't make a lot of noise and they're ranged, and you'll aggro 3 or 4 of them at a time and be taking damage from 3 or 4, like all ranged mobs. They're much more powerful than you suspect, only because of their range. Well, met. If you've got a weapon on you, I'll take any help I can get clearing out these crazed fools. I and everyone else here thought these fools were just Dark Iron up to no good. But these nutters are full-blown cultists. Twilight's Hammer wants nothing short of the destruction of the entire world. They've thrown their lot in with Deathwing and Ragnaros, and they've got a history with the Dark Iron. But it doesn't matter who they are. What matters is they've done Mordor and they've got to get out. I'll not let any past here. You get in there and crack some skulls. And by cracking skulls, I hope you're okay with charbroiling them alive. Because Aleksendra of the Light will assure you the misguided ways of your past and introduce you to the Light's good fortune. These guys have lots of hit points. You see what I mean about like, oh hey yeah, I'm gonna aggro the crap out of you. Oh, that was a waste. Oh, and then wow. I am screwing up in so many ways right now. It's not even funny. Alright, murder trained him. Okay, let's continue to just clear them out here from the side. How to get these guys out of here. Scorch him, scorch him, scorch him. Alright, well, still didn't quite die, so. These guys have lots of hit points, I'm telling you. Get that scorcher in there. Alright, well we gotta sit down and eat a mage cookie. There's no doubt about it. Because these guys have picked down our health quite a bit. Much as it means losing a proc of heating up. Gotta get our health back up. Also, eat some bodies. Fortunately, they've adjusted the spawn times here, so they're not as bad as they used to be. Mostly, but they'll still be pretty bad. Oh, that sucks. Wait for it and do it. There we go. Start with that. Hit him with that. Go ahead and use that bad boy on him. One of those. And one of those. And one of these. Alright. And we do one more? Maybe. Nice. Got a crit there. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Sit down. Mage cookie, please. Mmm, tasty mage cookie. Bandages? You don't need no bandages. We're a mage. That's 12. Let's go back. Turn it in. He's going to send us back in here and we want to come back before they all respawn if we can. He's going to send us right back to the bottom of that facility that across the way, I'm pretty sure.
How are you?
Let's find out. Good show, lass, but we've no time to celebrate. Thandal Span's in danger. I defended the Thandal Span from being destroyed before against the Darkons themselves. So did my father, and his father before him. The only Darkon that managed to defeat Camelot Ashbeard at the Thandal Span.
Good.
So apparently he's not going to send us back in. We're going up to the span. Defeat Camelot Ashbeard. What a great name. It always kind of cheesed me. Yeah, back in the day we had a long line of quests that happened right up here in Thandal Span. So these will take us right out of the wetlands and into Arathi base, to Arathi Highlands. Oh. Ooh, we have triggered the cinematic. Nagaras and the others, you are all dead. What foul trick is this? Your petty triumphs have been futile. A power of the Twilight's hammer is blah blah blah. Rejoice, for you all shall be the first to die. We will sweep across Chasmo down and burn you all to ask. I don't care how many times I have to kill you. I'll take y'all on to save this land. Aye, and so will we. Captain Starbuck and Shilas Labthizzle and Forbes Labthizzle. But elect, the offerings throw themselves upon the offer. For Chasmo Day! One more for good measure. There you go. The Battle of Thandal Span. Well done, dwarves. Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye now. And good riddance. Thandal Span safe thanks to you, Aleksendra, and hopefully Kalamoth is down for good this time. Look at a lovely blue. Achievement earned. Wetlands quest. You've reached Warden of the Wetlands. Nice. Complete the wetland storylines below. Slab Chisel Survey, Engineering and Archaeologists, the Flooding of Menethil, and Wardens of the Wetlands. Nice. You should go on ahead and warn the others at the Span about this, Aleksendra. Over the bridge to the north you'll find Refugee Point, the stronghold of the Alliance on Arathi. Tell Captain Niles to keep an eye out for these Twilight Hammer curs. Travel to Arathi Highlands and speak with Captain Niles at Refugee Point. And I don't see any reason why not. We certainly like Arathi Highlands. I don't think we did Arathi Highlands last time. There's no shortage of things to do, and this does bring me back to the old days of making our way across here around level 31. Yeah, level 30-31, because the raptors, the spiders were level 30, and the raptors were level 31. Yes. And Zadormi is here.
Greetings.
if you want to. How may I help you? War rages in these lands, repeating patterns set down long ago. The ways of time are ever cyclical. Apologies, I sometimes forget that your people are so linear. How may I help you? The Dormy is one of the...
Go with honor, friend.
One of the golden aspect dragons. Keeper of time. And apparently there is a... We can set this to a different time period, but I'm trying to figure out what post... Which expansion modifies this Arathi Highlands to be completely different. Don't remember exactly. I can't say for certain. We ride north along the road. Do you love my breakfast mimosa? It is tasty. So I've got the key lamp going. I turned off the backlight so as to not cast a giant shadow on the whiteboard behind me, but it does leave a large, or on this side, it leaves a kind of a large dark vacuum over there. So I don't know if I'm going to leave that light off or not. We'll see. Leave it off for this stream, and I'll take a look at the VOD and see if I like it or not. And if you have input, please feel free to say, hey, yeah, you look great, or you look too dark, or too bright, or whatever. Whatevs. There are the spiders. Refugee Point Defender. This is an Alliance base, after all. We'll just come riding down here. It's fine. I might have taken a little falling damage. Captain Niles. Ah, Captain Niles is... La la. What are you doing out here? I suppose I owe Fargus favor for sending such a bold hero my way. Or perhaps he just wanted to keep all of the cleanup for himself. Regardless, you'll find much to do here for the Alliance. You're fighting a war for Stromgard, and we are losing. The Ogres, the Syndicate, and all have divided our once great city, and each faction battles the other into a bloody stalemate. But our forces dwindle while our enemy grows. Though South Shore has fallen, we must not let any further ground be yielded to our enemies. Go to the Syndicate base in Northwold and slay them. We must reclaim the land for ourselves before the Horde have a chance to creep in further. Built-in Syndicate Manor.
Safe travels.
Safe travels. Oh, there is a Arathi Basin. Looks like a wanted poster to me. A bounty has been placed on the head of Maria's Cow, a high-level advisor and operative of the Syndicate. She was last seen within the Syndicate-controlled territory of Stromgard. Bounty may be collected from Captain Niles. Be warned, Myers is a skilled and cunning warlock, known for her trafficking with demons. Extreme caution is advised when hunting her. Stromgard Militia has placed bounties on the heads of Lord Falconcrest and his bodyguard, Otto. Falconcrest heads the Syndicate's efforts in Arathi Highlands, and his death would cause a major disruption to those efforts. His bodyguard, Otto, though not a strategic target, is a fierce opponent and has killed dozens of our defenders. These bounties may be collected from Captain Niles. Right. Scared.
What's on your mind?
Oh. I'm sick of sitting in this hole. I hope whatever sorry pencil pushers is holding up Danath's return and gets a punch in the jimmies. Archmage Merlin sent me here to collect reagents for him when I was at a loss as to how I was going to collect the items. But now that you're here, I think my problem's solved. I need witherbark tusks and witherbark medicine pouches. Could you find those for me? Witherbark live to the southeast of Arathi. Yep. You're all right, Aleksendra. It's not every day you come across a so-called hero that has a clue what they're doing once they get this far from home. Well, I'll let you in on some more work. I have a friend here by the name of Sheikh Sobreen. He's a captain of the crew of pirates, the Blackwater Raiders. Good men, respectable as pirates go. They dock at Faldeer's Cove, hidden along the South Sea shore. I'm sure O'Brien will have lucrative jobs for you if you're interested. I've scouted all over these highlands, Aleksendra, and there's one thing I found that I haven't been able to explain. To the northeast of here, there's a circle of stones. Like the others, you'll find everything in Arathi, but the largest and most imposing of them... Hey, Steph, how's it going? And thanks so much for the host. That's awesome. Just between you and me, I heard voices while I was here, whispers of the earth. If you're the curious type, you could go see for yourself. One more. I used to be quite the home back in Ironforge. That is, I did until I booted out to make room for the gnomes. They couldn't stop a bunch of trogs with all the gizmos and machines, and I have to pay for the weakness? No, sir, no longer. Go to Nomerjan and talk to Commander Nerdog. Crew's there, but his crew is safe. Blah, blah, blah. Go to Nomerjan. I'm not going to Nomerjan.
See you soon.
Well, you know what? We'll
How
accept
are
it.
ya?
And then we'll just not do it.
Watch your
That
back.
way I don't have that done. Steph, thanks so much for the host. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. We kicked off a little breakfast brunch, Sunday brunch stream this morning because our I went out to a party last night and then we ended up going to a rooftop bar in Dallas and had a fantastic time, perhaps too good of a time. So we didn't make church this morning. We didn't do our usual Sunday religions, which are church, grocery shopping, and football in that order. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to kick off a Sunday brunch stream. I had a lovely breakfast of waffles and granola. And then I fixed myself a couple of mimosas. And so now here we are, leveling our fire mage in Arathi Highlands. Good times. Good times. And I hope everything is going well with you and your fam. I didn't get a chance to hear how things went with Ali, so I hope they're going okay. I haven't seen yet an update on that, but I hope everything's going well. Sounds like you're kicking off a stream this afternoon, so things must have returned to at least some semblance of normalcy over there. So I hope you're all doing well. And thanks for coming by. And anybody who's dropped in through the host stream from Steph, much obliged, welcome. I stream most nights from 10 to midnight Central, so feel free to come by any evening when you're bored and want to be even more bored by me leveling my fire mage. What does Commander Arwen have for us? Oh, I got to put on old man glasses again so I can read the damn thing. The Horde have held Ghostshek Farm to the east for too long of a time. It's never been much of a concern compared to the rest of our problems here, but now there are reports of undead activity. Right? Nothing wrong with a good mimosa. Isn't the first time the undead have been up to no good at the farm. I've sent my best scouts out there. Report to Quay and Kinnelori, and they'll fill you in. Quay at the hill overlooking Ghostshek Farm. By the way, I love Quay and Kinnelori. They're two of my favorite NPCs for sure.
Be careful.
We'll definitely go and do that. All right. So look at all of the crap we have to do, and they just dump it all at you one time. Like, hey, quest hub, here you go. Allow me to hand you all the quests that you'll ever want, and some that you probably don't. And apparently, my NPC, my quest helper, is kicking off as well because it's got a ton of markers on here. I think this is handy notes. Handy notes. Right, so where do you want to go do first? Well, let's go get Stromgarde and go do that crap first. Otto Head, Falcon's Head, and Marissa's Cow, and I need to kill a bunch of Syndicate mercenaries. Which I guess could be anywhere, right? Well, they're up there. Okay. Off we go then. Well, I'm glad to hear that you aren't bored and that it's not too boring. Leveling, I love leveling, but a lot of people don't. Most people don't, in fact. They're like, they just see it as a necessary evil to get to the end game. I've got multiple characters at end game right now. I've got 2 that are fully capped at 120. I've got several at 110 that I could play to 120. But as I said when I first kicked off the stream a couple days ago, I'm not all that thrilled right now. I'm trying to get around these raptors because I really don't want to fight them at this moment. I'm not all that super thrilled right now with Battle for Azeroth, with the expansion. I don't think most people are. I think we're all really hoping to turn the tide. Get it? See what I did there? With Shadowlands expansion, with Into the Shadowlands or whatever the hell it's called. So, but I do still love World of Warcraft, and I hadn't played in probably 6 months or longer, probably since like July or August since I played last. So I figure, all right, which one have I got? I've got the Syndicate Mercenaries, but I don't want them. I want these guys. Falcon and Mirez, which are down here over in Stromgarde. Inside the Stromgarde castle. We're going to go inside the castle and kill the things we need. So, trade entrance to Overseer Nyx. Overseer Nyx. Huh. Yeah, Handy Notes has been updated with all kinds of crap. Used to be a guy, some elementals down there. Foldor, whatever his name was. And of course this place was crawling. Hey Mika, thanks for the auto host. Much appreciated. You guys are coming over from Mika's host. Welcome. Hope you're having a great time. We're doing a little fire mage leveling here on a Sunday afternoon. Really, I've got like several people come by. I really need to be streaming on Sundays more often. You know how it goes. I mean, there's football after all, so duh. All right, let's get the murder train going. I think my guys. Let's see, where is? Let's first. Where is Merez? She's closer. She's around the corner. Yeah, we're gonna go down and around to get her. So we're gonna murder train our way there. Let's go. Let's get started. Let's see if these guys have as many hit points as those other ones. 2 fireballs, a scorch, fire blast. Yep, that's enough. And then a scorch. All right. Hit him with a fireball. Hit him with that. Yep. Oh, no, just do that. And then do this. Hey, you can't run away. See with these. It's not fair that they're void walkers and get to stay in the world, I don't think. So. Myself, I don't think it's fair. What a newt. Yes, I am. It's funny, Mr. Anderson was watching me the other night, and he's like, "Oh, it's too late for you." Because I was telling him, like, I don't really know for sure what I'm going to do the next while. This could be a little dicey. You are not less than 40%. Okay, lots of people are trying to kill me. If I can get this going, we're going to fire blast you. But I'm not going to be able to get another conjurer. Alright, do this. And then we'll get this off. Good. Alright, and then you get that. And then you get this. And we're fine. However, though, we need a cookie. Desperately need a cookie. So yeah, Mr. Anderson was looking, was watching, came by the stream the other night, and I said, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. If we're going to kick off, if I'm going to continue playing WoW, I may level this character for a couple of weeks. And he's like, no, it's too late for you. You clearly sucked back in. You'll be playing this until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. He may be right. But that's okay. You know, I've often said it. WoW is, World of Warcraft is like that girl that you knew back in college. You guys had some great times, got some fond memories. You went your separate ways. And then every once in a while, you think, maybe I should call her up. And against your better judgment, you decide to go ahead and call her up. And then the whole cycle starts and repeats all over again. And at the end of the day, you're like, what was I thinking? But while you're here, you have a great time. And that's really what World of Warcraft kind of works like for me. Not that I know anything about that, because I don't. But, I mean, I've heard. Hell, that's how it goes. Anyway. Oh, yeah, we smacked him for a nice solid crit there. We're going to get the... Yeah, sorry, dude. You just got the crit. That means it's going to throw off my murder train, but what can I do? Because I can't get a guaranteed crit on this guy. These guys. However, though, there's a guaranteed crit. And, yeah. Goodbye. Good. Wait. 6 seconds. Do I have 6? No, I only have 4. It's not going to be enough. Too bad. So the way the murder train works is, as I was explaining earlier, better if I could get him with one more of those. That's what's the nice thing that Dark Doors has. Is you need 2 crits in a row to kick yourself into Hot Streaks mode. And Hot Streaks allows you to, your next Pyroclasm or Flame Strike to be instant cast. So that's our goal, is to get that big, wide, double bar around us. That means we're in Hot Streaks mode, so we can instant cast our Pyroblast. In order to do that, Flame Strike is an instant automatically a crit all the time. Fire Blast. No, sorry, not Flame Strike. Fire Blast. But there we go. It came back up. Yeah, I think she's in here. Hit you with one of those. So now I'm in Fire Blast mode. I can instant cast that, and it puts him at less than 20%, so I can get a crit off of my Fire Scorch. Fire Scorch is set up to be able to... Hello. Well, I think I have 2, so... I hear casting going on somewhere. Alright, well, my heating up has just died, unfortunately. I bet she's above me. Alright, well, if we're gonna take a second, let's eat some cookies. Get on back up to our full health there. A full elf. Alright. Aleksendra. Oh, first we have to deal with the Prowler. Good. I'm gonna steal the murder train. Oh, hello. Screwed that up, didn't we? Alright, well, we'll get another Scorch off. There we go. And we'll get out of that. It's a Frost Mage. She's a dead Frost Mage. She's not who I was looking for, though. Sadly. Where is Syndicate Magus? Mareza's head is supposed to be in here. Did someone kill her? You're telling me I came all the way up here and she's not here? Oh my gosh. Unacceptable. Weird. And that was like a special mage. I had to kill a Prowler. I had to kill the Magus. She is... There she is. She's behind this damn building. I forget. She's not in the building. She's back here. There you are. Yes, yes, yes. Eruption. She's gonna put dots on us. It's all kinds of bad news. Fueling fireballs. I'm gonna charge with my fireball. Not enough. Stop losing line of sight. Oh, that brought it down. And procced my fireball. We'll take her head. Thank you very much. Alright, that takes care of Miraz. Gotta fight our way back out. Oh, that makes me sad. She is cutting me to pieces. Okay. Munch up a little bit of the old mage cookie. Yeah, other people? Yeah, yes and no. They have a new, the way it's handled now is you can put yourself in war mode. And in war mode, you're essentially turning yourself on for open world PvP. And then, yes, depending on the zone, in home cities, they can't attack you with impunity unless you first aggro them. There's sort of some complicated rules. But basically, if you put yourself in war mode, then other people can come and attack you whenever they bloody well please, for the most part, with a few rules notwithstanding. And when you activate war mode, you also get a couple of special abilities for PvP, designed essentially around PvP. Oh, hey there. Now we have the murder train going. Just wait for that. Excuse me, hold on. There we go. Hit you with this. Hit you with that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to keep the murder train going with you. Oh, but I got a lucky crit and you're dead. Alright, now back up the middle. No, don't need to cast more mage cookie, just need to eat another mage cookie. Get our health back up. Alright. So where are we headed now? Oh yeah, we're headed to Otto. There's a lot of bad guys up here. If I were a rogue, or this would be a prime opportunity. Oh, and there's a rare Darbell Monroe on top of it all. All right, well, let's just go. It's going to throw all kinds of fireball shit at me. One more fireball. Oh, I got a crit. Damn, I didn't see that. There we go. Take that, Marbell. Three fireballs. Scorch. That. That. And that. Blink away. So you're not pounding me the whole time I'm sitting there. Oh no, you can't run from a mage. You can run, but you'll just die tired. And we got a nice little ivy cloth. Oh, I hear a stealther. One fireball, two fireball, scorch. Oh, no need for a scorch. Got a crit on the fireball. Oh, it's not ready yet. There it is. Hold on, come back. Thank you. Hit them with one fireball at least. Let me come back up there. Yeah, the XP's good. Of course, I've got my XP turned way up right now. Oh crap, that reminds me. You reminded me. I need to go get my buff. Oh my, well, we're so far in here. We're going to go ahead and clear up these two guys, but then we're going to go to Dark Moon Fair and get our buff. That's just wrong. Well, I screwed that up. Cookie time. Cookie time. Cookie time. Oh, you should have seen me throwing down the moves last night on the rooftop bar. We were dancing up a storm. I posted a couple of pictures on the Instagram from the bar last night. We had so much fun. All right, so who do we got here? We got Syndicate Thief, Syndicate Conjurer, Syndicate Voidwalker. We got a whole heap of mess of bad guys. I wonder if I can get past without even aggroing them. But here's the thing, I don't need to kill all of you people. I just need to kill some of you people. Like you. I'm not going to get up here before I can get my Fire Blast off, I don't think. I did. Oh, no, 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 no. That is uninterruptible. Got a Scorch off in him, 2 procs. Good him just for fun. Hello. So very good to see you. Oh, I did not want that to kill him because I needed a Scorch. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Oh well, lucky us. We did get a bit on it anyway. So I'll take one of those, and then one of those. And I'll get my buff back up just in time for you. That's not going to happen. Oh, but that did. Oh, I used the wrong one. I should use Scorch there. However, though, lucky to be Tell you what, let's polymorph him. We'll focus on him. Sadly, that did not work. Wait for it. There we go. Alright, let's eat a cookie. Can't eat a cookie while he's polymorphed? That's too bad. However, though, that's not going to heat up in time, so let's just start away. You opened with a fire blast there. You disarm me. I don't think it really matters, but... He has lots of hit points, I will say that much. And I'm close to dying, so... This is going to be a very near thing. Oh, our first death. Aww. A bandage might have been useful there. Or you know what else would have been useful? A healing potion. Just put that on the bar. For a case of emergency, break glass, 150 health. Could have been just the boost that we needed to survive that. Alright, release spirit. Back we go. At least we can go all the way inside as a corpse and then resurrect. We'll have to kill Otto again, and probably the guys inside. What are you going to do? Kill them all before. Stand outside. But this time I'll have a healing bar potion on our bar in case we need it. Where did I put it? Yeah, let's put it down here on equal sign so we can tap it quickly. Pop it quickly. I died, Connor. First time.
What?
I died.
Oh.
Level 28. Yeah, first time. Died.
Start at level 20?
Yes, your point. Shut up. I am level 28. I'm level 29. Thank you. So, yes, our first death. Our crits didn't fall in quite the right order. And we let Otto beat on us for too long. And we were too low health. When I had him polymorphed, if I had just had a healing potion and drank even a single healing potion, I would have had enough hit points to get past that. Or bandaged. No, don't resurrect now. We gotta go upstairs. All the way inside. Maybe we can get back before everyone reses. Let's see. Otto and Lord Falcon are here. Alright, now resurrect. Okay. Eat a cookie. Real quick. Alright. Let's sheep him. Okay. And let's start with the fire blast on him. Since he's not aggroed yet. Get a big hit on him. Ooh. Oh wait. How about that? There we go. Wait for it. Hit it. Down he goes. Alright, we don't even need a healing potion for him. One off. Two off. Oh, he interrupted it. Oh, rude. Oh. Hit him again then. And he's dead. And we are gather their heads out of here. Well executed plan, full health. We didn't even need the healing potion this time. However, though. One more fireball. Then that. That's at 29. Perfect. That. With that. Take that. I'm going to loot you, and then I'm going to eat a cookie. Again, cause cookies are good. Yeah, we're getting pretty good XP. We're going to get out of here, then we're going to go back to the Dark Moon Fair started today, and we need to get our XP buff. We've been killing all these guys without the XP buff, which makes me very sad. So I've got a full set of heirlooms on. Well, not a full set, but I've got a lot of heirlooms on. Hello, Stalker. Messed up. Hit that one too. Oh, he's gonna aggro that group. Actually. Ooh, we stopped him just in time. No, no, no. No running for you. Sadly, she did not leave me 20% to build a do. Keep the scorch in there just for good measure. Doing that. Oh, I got the aggro. How many of these guys do I have? All of them, apparently. Yeah, this place is aggro-rific. Make no mistake. Hot streak's out, let's ride. Making a break for it. Cleared the door. That was horrific apparition. I didn't see horrific apparition. Alright, let's go turn this in, these two heads. That's all we got with those two heads for that. All that work. And a ton of mercenaries, mages, bad things. We're going to make I'm pretty sure there's an inn here at Refugee Point. I hope there is. We're going to bind here. And then we're going to teleport back to Stormwind. We're going to go over to Dark Moon Fair. We're going to get the buff. If it's open, and I do believe it is. Down speed by 60%. Promotion. Heroes of the Storm. Oh, that's how I got my Primal Flame Streak Flame Saber. In the Heroes of the Storm promotion. I did do a couple of those. I feel like I'm headed the wrong way. But I'm not. I'm glad to see the Highland Striders and the Plains Creepers are still out here. They were here back in the original days, and they're still here now, and they were a terror back then, and they're pretty much a terror now. Okay. Yes, innkeeper's right here.
Well met.
Greetings, mage. You have a report to make? You took down Mare's cow? Well done, Aleksendra. Well done indeed. Mare's menaced our Storm Guard defenders, and it is rumored she was an emissary between the Syndicate and some other darker power. We are glad to see she will no longer apply her powers against us. We are now friendly with Gilneas. Oh, is Captain Niles a Worgen, I suppose? Falconcrest and Otto? Wonderful. Here is your reward, Aleksendra. I am happy to pay it.
See you around.
Now we're level 30, baby. Level 30. Okay. Hello, innkeeper.
Hey there.
I'd like to make this in my home.
Have a good one.
Yes, indeed. Am I standing in? You have to be in here to actually get the rest of the experience. But I'm now bound there, so that's good. All right. Stormwind. Oh, we have a new talent to pick. Talents. Level 30. I believe Shimmer is pretty good. Teleports you 24 hours forwards unless something is in the way, unaffected by the global cooldown, and castable while casting. Oh, yes. That basically turns Blink into a special version of Blink that doesn't hit the global cooldown. Casting Blink ignites a blazing barrier around you. Oh, that's pretty good defensive. Blast Wave is an explosion dealing. No, we want Shimmer. We want non-global cooldown version of Blink. Is what we want. Alright, Steph, thanks for coming by. Have a great afternoon. Have a great stream. I hope you guys have a good time. thank you so much for popping by and hanging out. And I hope you get lots of headshots today. And I fully expect to see some of those awesome clips, I should say, of the headshot queen doing her thing over in Battlefield or Destiny 2, if that's where you're playing today. So thank you so much for coming by. Have a great afternoon. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you soon. All right. Oh, so now we need to head to Stormwind. Got our quest. Let's go to Stormwind. First of all, let's check the calendar. I'm pretty sure, but we'll check it. Where's the calendar? Calendar. Darkmoon Fair starts today. Boom. Away we go. Okay. Well, to Stormwind. And Steph departing means that she will be kicking off her stream shortly. So I strongly encourage you to follow IR Girl on Mixer if you don't already, and if you're one of the people hanging out with us today. She kicks off a lot more PvP-oriented content. She's constantly doing Battlefield, Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefront 2, I should say, Destiny 2. Plays a lot of PvP content with her friends. She's got a great crew over there at Rebel Gaming. She's put together a fantastic community. Join the Discord, join the community. Yes, I'm going to plug her stream because she works very hard for her community. She works very hard for her audience, and she does fantastic work. And she and I have been Twitter friends since forever, like probably 10 years now. We've been friends on Twitter, probably close to it, because I started Twitter around 2009, and she was one of my first follows, one of the first people that I met through Twitter. So she's doing great work over there, and I strongly encourage you to go by and hang out at mixer.com/IRGirl. Okay, so we gotta go. We gotta head out of here. We're in the portal room. They've introduced this in a recent patch. I guess maybe as much as a year ago now. But they put this in a. They basically consolidated all the portals. They decided it was too easy for you to get around in the world. Oh, I cannot fly. I should not leap off of there like I can. And so the portals are now mostly there, and there's a few other teledimensional portals over there by the balloon where they have been in the past. Why are we going to Darkmoon Fair? I don't care about any of the faction stuff, but Darkmoon Fair still comes religiously once a month.
King's honor, friend.
We'll take the quest.
Well met.
And then we'll go to the staging area. Yep, for 1 silver.
Safe travels.
She will teleport us right to the front of the fair. But the Darkmoon Fair has one purpose these days, and it is to give you a 20% or 10% experience and for 2 hours. I think it lasts. Which is perfect. Okay, we are 1 hour, 9 minutes into the stream. Where's my guy? I guess he's further in. They also give you Dusty, Brandon. He's named after me. I thought you should know. He's not really named after me. I just love that there's a gnome here named Dusty. Here, let's screenshot this. Good old Dusty. Dusty will provide you with a Dark Strider for you to ride down to the fair if you don't have a mount yet. This is a holdover from back in the days when you had to be level 40 to get a mount, so they provided a little convenient taxi service for you to ride down for those of you wanting to go to the Darkmoon Fair before you're level 40. Nowadays, you get mounts at level 20, and mini classes begin at level 20. There's a Blood Elf. What is a Blood Elf doing in Darkmoon Fair? In our Darkmoon Fair? I don't remember seeing Horde in here. Or maybe I do. It's always been faction neutral. Yeah, the Horde have always got the sexiest of the sexy races, the Blood Elves. For years, we Alliance have been asking for High Elves as in compensance. I mean, we had the Night Elves first, but Blood Elves made the Night Elves look pale by comparison. We do love our Night Elves, though, don't get me wrong. But instead, they gave us Void Elves.
Keep it real.
The Void Elves are essentially Blood Elves with Blood Skin. So it's not bad. I do love my Void Elves.
Can I help you?
It'll give me a whopping pile of experience if I kill 250 things. I could have gotten half of those 250 things in that last quest. Well, we need to go get on the carousel. And then that's all we care about. Oh, I need a Dark Moon ticket. Sorry. Thought I had one. Alright, take me off this time.
Hello.
Ticket, but thank you.
Travel safe.
Travel safe. Alright, there we go. 5 tickets. Get on the rocket. For fun. Ride the carousel. You don't have to ride the carousel. You literally just have to get on it. And you want to hang out until it gives you the full 1 hour buff. That's it. That's the full buff. And then you step off. Down arrow there. And then you Hearthstone out. Oh wait, not that Hearthstone though. We want our Frost Hearthstone. Yeah. Winter Veil Hearthstone, baby. We've Hearthstone out because we want to go as quickly as possible because we want to take full advantage of the 2 hour 10% experience points buff on top of our WoW's 15th anniversary buff on top of our heirlooms. You get what you get. You get what I'm laying down here? I'm laying down massive XP buffs. That's what I'm laying down now. In 60 minutes, we'll put us at right at 2 hours. And at 1 o'clock, because it's almost noon now. Yes. Yep. Shy before noon. So that'll put us at 1 o'clock, and that'll be about time we want to knock off for our Sunday brunch stream. Had a great time. We've got about an hour left, though. Let's get to it. Oh, you know what? I know what changed in Arathi Basin. The war. That's right. They completely revamped this zone in Battle for Azeroth. Because I remember flying around with all the level 120 rares and elites. And all the quests. That's right, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, there's a whole damn Warsong, not gold, but whole damn thing here that you have to do. It's a part of the Battle for Azeroth battle activities. It was basically a shortcut to level 420 eye level purple gear, as it was. I went from I raised like 20 eye levels in one night of doing this content. Yeah, this is part of what I really was unhappy about with Battle for Azeroth, because the content acquisition is so screwed up, it's so haphazard. Easy things will give you, you can grind for days and just do the poor RNG, not get anything. Of course, the progression for high level rating has always been there, and it's still pretty much the same. But for those folks outside of high level rating, and then there's still pretty good progression for N plus dungeons, Mythic plus dungeons. But for those of you not doing Mythic plus dungeons or high level rating, you essentially have world quest and then these kinds of activities and some IRL looking for group raids. All right, here are the mercenaries that you can do, and you would get, you could do world quests for days and days on end and not get a damn thing because the stuff doesn't drop for you that you want, or that it doesn't turn up in the queue, and then you turn around. I think Connor's fallen asleep in front of Critical Role. No, he's still shaking over there, so maybe not. So you do those things, and then, but then you come over here and do this activity one time, and you kill 5 rares, and 3 of them. Oh, hello. Oh, there's several of you apparently. I don't know. Oh, but look what happened here. I just have to kill mercenaries. Ooh. Nice crit there. Oh, just missed it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's such a good start on the murder train, too. Hello. One fireball and then the fire blast and then that. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Keep the murder train rolling. Best if I can get them all before they even get to me. Can't always do that. That, right? And that's all 10. We're done. We are done. We are out of here. Let's loot. Get some loot. Get our dollar and sharp. Where else? Stone shards. I'm out of mimosas, guys. You know, I'll be very upset if I get out of here and there's not at least one cooking quest for spider legs and raptor fangs and buzzard wings, because you don't put that three combination out here and not expect people to have to go and kill 10 each of those things for an inventory filling quest. That's how we did it back in my day. Fill up your inventory with crap. Fill up your inventory with crap you didn't need in order to turn in one quest by killing 30 mobs of 3 different kinds. That's how it went. That's how it went. That's what you did. Dilly dilly. Got a shirt on today. Alright, there's Dabry's farmstead. We're headed past the Bowery's farmstead. We're headed to the Standing Stones. This is the farmstead for the Horde to come to and kill people, as opposed to the farmstead where the Alliance come to kill people and things. All these laborers, poor laborers and farmers, Horde don't want them hanging out here. No, sir. Okay, here we go. This starts a little quest change, as I recall. Shard pulses softly, and a whisper slowly echoes through your head. Help. My name is Mizrael. I am a princess of the earth, and my captors, the giants, have trapped me deep beneath the Arathi Highlands. These crystal shards are the only way I can speak with the surface world. Please help me. Allies of the giants, the Dry Whisker kobolds, have a shard like this one in the Dry Whisker Gorge to the east. To power the cluster, you must gather motes of Mizrael from the kobolds and apply them to it. Motes or the kobolds? I beg you, Aleksendra, help me. Well, Aleksendra could never turn down a princess's call for help. So away we go. That also explains the collection of handy notes that I've got updated on my on my stupid thing. All the handy notes are for the modified version of Arathi Highlands that you now get when you're here for the quest or the war effort activity, whatever the hell it's called. This is a horde stronghold up here, so don't go in there. You will get the PvP flag triggered and you will get murder, death, killed. However though, these kobolds, they're ours.
I am out of range.
Out of range, eh? Well, didn't we get lucky? Kobolds have weak constitutions and don't generate nearly as much hit points as some of these beefier guys that we fought. That's certain. I'm not going to give a second heating up on that one. I had to go back and loot. I think 2 fireballs should be enough, but it's not. Badly. But, that luck. Critical strike, what it's all about, baby. Especially for the fire mage. We want all the critical strikes. Oh, look at there. Oh, sorry. Too good to pass up. Well, we'll kill the ones on top too. We are indiscriminate. However, it does need still 2 fireballs on the score. One fireball. Well, we are raking in the grizzly trophies, baby. I can't figure out, I never remember how the hell to get up to Whiskered, to the actual entrance to this damn cave. I think it's through here. But these kobolds all over here are all useful. You no take candle. 2 fireballs. Oh wait, I got a crits on that one, so that'll be fine. Don't forget to loot him. I'm gonna charge my fireball. Three fireballs wasn't enough. Here's the cave entrance. Whoa, excuse me. You get a crit off of it though, so lucky us. One more fireball, we're getting over. And you get the fire blast. I'll put off that one too, as you were dropped. Crossbolt, eh? Mage to mage? Alright, bring it. No, wait. Now the fireball. Sorry, I almost messed up. Almost messed up our murder train. Uh-oh, we got 2 aggro here. good. Finish him with the scorch. I can pyroblast him. Oh, I see how it is. You're gonna make me mage cookie and eat. Guess I should continue looting. I have 12 motes of Misael. Not yet. Yeah, they actually have maps these days. Amazing. We didn't have no maps back in my day. Stop shooting me in the back. That's very rude. Let me get one fireball off before we get our hutch kicked off. Alright. To reuse the moat, I believe.
I require a target.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Got lucky. Got a crit on that one.
Too far away.
Too far away? It's impossible. Another lucky crit.
I do not have a target.
Kill them. Kill them all. Oh, I totally screwed that up. My bad, guys. Sometimes you push the buttons in the wrong order. Oh, just ran off. I'm having one mistake with another, fortunately. Got a lucky crit. I'll need one more.
I require a
Oh,
target.
it's dead. Sorry. I'm not going to build anything more off of that. It's dead. These are rare. Got fireballs himself. Am I? Oh, I'm short one mote. One mote. I'm gonna need all 12 motes on that crystal. I'm gonna have to fire out of my way up here knowing that I would get to 12 motes. But no, I probably left a corpse back there unlooted. There are more guys for me to kill. There are, but to find them. Here we go. You there. Give up your moat. Did not have a moat. He had
I do not have a target.
one of those people's things that you can turn in, but no moat. I screwed up, screwed up, screwed up. Don't interrupt me. There's my moat. Let's go. Now we have to go up and around. We're just gonna have to kill our way out, like we did on the way in. Would have been perfect though. I would have arrived just at the right time, with maximum respawn time, but I did not. Oh well. Okay, princess. The cluster of shards looks much like the shards of Myzale, but the same feeling of security does not pulse through them. Ah, you activated these shards already. I feel more myself. But alas, I am still far from free. 4 stones of binding are scattered throughout Arathi. These stones keep me penned beneath the earth. To unlock them, you must unlock the strongest, the stone of inner binding. And to do that, you must gather keys from the other 3. These stones are watched by guardians, but if you are clever or lucky, you may find ways to banish them. Gather the burning key, the questing key, and the thundering key from the stones of west binding, the stone of east binding, and the stones of outer binding. A lot of gathering. Okay, let's have 2 minutes left on our stone, so looks like, boys, we are fighting our way back out the way we came in. That's alright, grizzly kills. All the more grizzly kills for us. I couldn't have screwed that up more if I'd tried. Getting a little trigger happy on the 3, I noticed. One fireball, 2 fireball, scorch. Oh, I gotta pay more attention to that though. If you get one of those earlies, fireball, fire blast, scorch, or death. Get 1 hot streak back up. Alright, we're done. We can ride from here. Alright, go to the stones, gather the keys. It's true, I had completely forgotten about how this zone was transformed for the purposes of, oh, I can't go around there. Nope, gotta go around the south side. Sorry. This is the Horde's entrance to Arathi Highlands PvP battlefield. So no, you may not go through there unless you want to battle a horde and die. battle high-level horde NPCs. Lot to go around. You hear the drums of the horde off in the distance. Alright, here we go. Head to the first stone, right up here. Right where we came from. And creeper. Okay, let's kill some of these guys. Oh, that was dumb. Dumb. Sorry. Two is too many. Still not enough. You. Alright, got the key. We're out of here. Besting Goliath. Next key. I think one's over here. And one was down here. Not this one, but another one. Okay, so the other key, Stones of Binding. Doesn't really tell us. Well, maybe it does. Maybe it's leading us to the next spot. Let's go see. We'll follow that arrow for now. It is still selected, so there's that. Whoa! After aggro. Alright, so move all up. Here's Stone of Binding number 2 right here. Alright, we're just gonna have to kill that guy. He's in the way. Here's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'm expecting that I'm gonna have several more of these around here. And we need to clear out. Oh, wait for it. 4 seconds. Still not ready. Now it is. Mage cookie time. There's our air elementals, Thundering Exiles. Let's stand up here on top of this rock. I wish to kill him. I need to do a better job of watching for an early crit so that I can hit the fire blast sooner, like that. And then we get that, and then we get that, right? And then we can follow up with a scorch to get another crit. Now I can use my pyroblast and crit easily. That. Nope, that. Sorry. Didn't hit him with one of those. Hit him one of those. There we are. And we got a crit. You're not telling me he's still alive, are you? Seriously? WTF. Fire blast for the second crit. Scorch for the final crit. Pick up all those things. And gather our key. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. That's all we need from there. Onward. Yep, the little double crit combo works pretty well. I think it's a pretty standard rotation, but you know, single target rotation. Not a lot of multi-target going on, but I mean, back in the old days, you used to gather up 4 or 5 mobs and then blizzard them down and windstorm them down. And I guess that's still a viable alternative if you're a false mage. You just gather them all up at one time and then tackle them all at the same time. Because your AoEs do as much damage to 4 mobs as they do to 1. And I believe, according to what Icy Veins tell me, you still get pretty good single target cleave on Fire Mage spells. So if you've got mini mobs stacked up, if they're all stacked up, the cleave is going to work really well against all those mobs. I haven't tested that individually myself. I've been pretty happy with just chaining one mob after another, keeping it going. Just try it. Well, I hate to try it on the frickin' raptors because the raptors have such great high rate of attack and high damage melee rate of attack. They interrupt often. Well, I was just here. It's just got all the syndicate spies around it. Go around. Already cleared all those guys out. I don't need to aggro a bunch more syndicate spies. Yeah, I was wrong about one of the other locations, but I was pretty right about the other one. I remember this one being over here. Here's the last ones. Burning Exiles. Okay. Eventually I'll get some nice, like combustion. Ooh, that was nothing there. Yeah, this guy. Oh, the hit points. Oh. Finally, I can get a scorch off. Holy crap. Why do these guys have so many more hit points? Oh, and there is a rare fellow there. We'll clean out some of that stuff. One fireball. Oh, they're resistant to fire back. There's a problem. There's a problem. Seriously, dude? Barely got that out. I swear, some of these are not doing any damage to them. What the hell? I hit him with like 3 fireballs that did no damage. No, I had a crit there I missed out on. Alright, let's bring it. Burning Exile. Burning Exile. That's a crit on him just in time. Alright, we got a key. We're out of here. Those burning exiles were a burning pain in the arse. Go ahead and eat ourselves a mage cookie before we head back. Alright, now. Ready for turn in. Bones of Binding. What does it say about the keys? We have all these keys. We have lots of stuff. Banishing. Oh. I could have used the questing charm to banish a burning exile. I could have used banishing a questing owl with a thundering charm. And I could have used water reagent. If you're clever, you may find ways to find your way in there. I wasn't clever. I just plowed my way through all the mobs, killing everything inside. Clever schmever. Look, I'm a fire mage. I'm not a smart fire mage. We believe in a rigorous application of large quantities of fire will solve most of our problems. I hope you understand and agree. I got high marks from my Australian accent yesterday while we were at the bar. I know. It's the little things. Witherbark trolls, what are they doing over here? Boulderfist ogres, what are they doing over here? This is not where you're supposed to be. Boulderfist ogres and Witherbark trolls. I'm gonna go visit you guys shortly. Alright, here's the last part. Rumbling exiles, eh? Did I get anything that'll defeat a rumbling exile? Not that I've seen. Oh wait, elemental fire, nope. Gonna sneeze. Apologies in advance. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do this the way that we did the other ones. Get up there and kill all the things. These guys, by the way, aren't nearly as hard. Hit these guys for 100, 212 fire, 260 fire. Yeah. Yeah. Hit these guys for a lot more. I got time for one fireball on him. It might crit. It did not. That's okay. That one will. And this one will. He'll be dead. We can rinse and repeat. Fireball. Fire blast. Fire blast. And scorch. That works really well. Okay. Azrael speaks to the stone. You have done it. You've opened the stones of binding. I can feel the shackles about me loosen, and freedom draws ever closer. You are a noble mage, Aleksendra, my rescuer. I got a bad feeling about this. Opening the stones of binding loosens much of my confinement, but a lock still holds me chained. It is a keystone you see among this circle of stones, and the key is held by one of my captors, the stone watcher Fosruk. You must obtain that key, which the stone watchers call the Rod of Order, from Fosruk, and use it to open the keystone. Aleksendra, you have done so much to aid me. Just a little more, and my gratitude will shake the very foundations of the earth. I don't think we're being duped by our princess, do you? No. Alright, let's go find Fosruk. He's not here. Good old Fosruk. I told you his name was Fodor, something like that. Come on, it's a noble quest. Look, as I said before, we are a fire mage. We're not a terribly smart fire mage. And if freeing the freeing the chains and bindings of a princess long held captive by the elementals for no good reason is the thing that she's asked us to do, why would we not do that? I mean, we did kill a bunch of kobolds in order to do it, and we know the kobolds are up to no good. So I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it is a noble cause, exactly what we want to do. And in fact, I seem to recall it is. I don't have to really fight myself. I seem to recall this is one of the few times where you're actually doing what it is that you've been asked to do. But I could be wrong. There's Fosruk. Poor old Fosruk. He's not hurting anybody. He's sitting over here all by himself. Okay, what's up? Well, let me tell you what's up. Fireball to the face. Oh, I had a chance at a crit there and messed it up. Oh, great. Can I? Yeah. I can, and I will. This is going really badly, guys. FYI. I'm getting pounded. I cannot sheep that spider. Oh, didn't we get lucky? Yes, we did. We got very lucky. Okay, we got the Rod of Order, baby. We're gonna have ourselves a little mage cookie before that guy comes back. And then we're riding back. We're gonna release Myzel, whom I'm sure will have no problems at all. Did he say anything like, what have you done? Have you lost your mind? Things like that. No. He did not speak. He said nothing. Okay. Breaking the keystone. You need to go to Breaking the Keystone, not Lakes O'Brien or Home Sweet Gnome. Yep, back down here. Did we aggro the spider? The answer is yes. Yes, we did. Have all those solo elemental rumbling exiles come back? The answer is yes. Yes, they have. But I cleared a little swath out of here last time, and it's still mostly there. There's a treasure chest full of Dalaran Sharp. You're a little too close. And you're killed because it's convenient for me to do so. Okay, murder train is in progress. Let's go collect this treasure chest. Who knows what treasures? This there. Silverbound treasure chest. We got Feet of the Lynx. Leather binds when equipped. Wow. You never get good gear from treasure chests. You get Dalaran Sharp. Everyone knows that. There you go. Alright, here we go. The keystone is charged with tremendous geomantic energy. You place the rod in the keystone and you shudder. A shudder is felt beneath you. Stop, foolish mage. We cannot let you summon the creature Myzel. Demon has come to stop us. Oh, wait. Thank you. Now, fireball. That should do it. Sorry, Athenan. As the stone grows quiet, you're left with a vague sense of unease. Something isn't right. Perhaps you should tell Squirtle of what you've done so far. Oh, but we were going to free our princess. The elementals disagreed. Okay, we're riding out of the valley. We've killed all the good guys who were trying to stop us. And very nearly freed the bad guys. Da, 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 da. First, talk to leatherworking supplies and empty our bags. 31 silver worth of gray stuff.
Have a good one.
Thank you. I will. Captain Niles.
Hello.
Very good, Aleksendra. The last thing we need are the undead looming us and a game of common thieves distracting us. The Syndicate and Stromgarde do battle with our contingent of militia there. In order to use the rabble to fight our more disciplined troops, the Syndicate leaders have placed a bounty on their soldiers, awaiting gold for each Stromgarde badge gathered off killing militiamen. We want those badges retrieved. We cannot allow the cutthroats to take trophies from our brave following. Enter the Syndicate-controlled area of Stromgarde and hunt them for our badges. Have that.
Have a good one. What can I do for you? Farewell.
Well, I would have been nice if I'd gotten that question at the same time I was going after the after the two bounties in there. Oh well. Screw it though.
Great to meet you.
Azael's tale. Say no more, Aleksendra. I followed up with an old friend while you were gone. Should have known better than to send you to those shards. We both made a grave mistake in involving ourselves in this. Luckily, I persuaded my boy Gerrig to tell me what to do if this happened. Where is my Azael? Set her free, then destroy her. Azael's no innocent princess. She's a terribly dangerous force. The giants had every reason to chain her down. I'm afraid you've been had. What? According to Gerrig, you have to summon her at the shards of Azael where you first spoke with her. Defeat her, and then gather her eldritch shackles and bind them to the shards. Here's the skull you'll need. Be careful with it. I risked a few teeth to get it. Good luck, Aleksendra. Summon and defeat Azael at the shards of Azael. Suggested players 2. Eldritch Grove.
Safe travels.
Well, it suggests we take 2 players, but we're going to try it with 1. Off we go. If I were a pet class, 2 players would definitely be easy. Yeah, quite honestly, it's true that, and plus I'm full of heirlooms, so I'm almost the equivalent of 2 players. Water mages, ice mages, frost mages, I should say, have it way, way easier than fire mages do, and arcane mages at leveling. That is a fact. When I first started leveling Night Raven, I leveled her as an arcane mage, just namely because everything else I'd done up until that point was with Frost Mage. Frost Magic was still one of the most powerful of the specs. And I thought, well, you know, it seems a shame that there are 3 mage specs and only one of them is viable. 3 of these others are to some degree, viable in some way. Nice thing about this one is you don't have a lot of aggro here. Find her at the shackles after we summon her. Oh, performing a summoning circle. That's us. Hello. What? Aleksendra, you served me well, but why have you summoned me so soon? I haven't reached my full power. Alright. He is not impressed with my... Hello, earthquake tank. I am definitely going to die here. Alright, release spirit. We'll come back and do her a little later. I had a good interrupt. Definitely take her. Or if I got a few well-deserved crits, I might be able to take her. She walked away from my... she broke my Frost Nova immediately. No, you got to focus on her. For sure. Will she still be here when I come back? Let's see. Looks like she is. Yes, resurrect. Alright, cookies. I need a way better health potion, by the way. That thing is 150 health. I have like 2.1k, so that was nothing. Okay. Start with the fire blast this time. Doing a little better this time. We have defeated her. We've not defeated all of her elementals. Nope, nope, not that one. There we go. Bingo. Back to shackles, use the shackles. They all de-aggroed. Continue. Eldritch gloves. Oh, let's read the quests. Raw, we didn't go through all that trouble for nothing. As the eldritch shackles are placed around the shard, an unhuman wail is heard from far below. The scream is followed by a roar. Shards of Mazael no longer invoked feelings of warmth and security as they once did. Now they pulse with an open menace, as if the things beneath them holds ill will towards the surface. Level 32. Achievement progress, Mazael's Tail. New ability available, Dragon's Breath. Dungeon unlocked, Maradon, Valsparn Coven. Alright. So we got some nice gloves. Remember that gloves are not one of the things that we have in the form of a... The level 37 gloves are a definite upgrade in the form of an heirloom. You have a mantle heirloom. Head, shoulders, back, pants, gloves, boots, rings, and belt are not heirlooms. I don't think I got any better belts. I did find these feet of the links though. Can't tell what they look like. Definitely send that to I don't have the robes of the Fire Flash. Yes. Casmodan Mantle. Yeah. Mythical Robe of the Fire Flash. Alright. That's not as good. That's not as good. I looked at those and those look terrible. And those look awesome. Okay. Alright, we are right at 2 hours and 10 minutes. It is 12:55. This is a perfect time to call our stream for this morning. Let's head on back down to turn in our quest. Actually, let's port. Using our lovely winter veil. Go to the quest. Bye-bye. Pull in here, have a seat in the tent. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to do it for this afternoon, for this morning and this afternoon. We're going to go grocery shopping soon and do our more normal, typical Sunday afternoons. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I should be on tonight from 10 to midnight, doing more leveling, finishing off Arathi Highlands, and whatever comes next. You guys have a great time. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you tonight. Bye-bye.